Okay guys, if you're like me and you like a good cup of coffee in the morning, especially when you're out camping or backpacking, but you don't like instant coffee, I got a great choice for you coming up. Hey guys, Philip Long here for Sawback Gear. Listen, if you like all things having to do with camping, backpacking, rock climbing, or mountaineering, this is the channel for you. We post videos, how-tos, gear reviews, and some of the places that we go. So if that sounds like a lot of fun to you and you want to be part of our community, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you don't miss a thing. So pretty much every day of the year, I like to have a cup of coffee in the morning. And that includes when we're out camping or backpacking. Now, when you're camping, you have more options. Because you've got your car there, or you've got a great big tent that you're keeping everything in. So it gives you a lot more options, including a coffee press. And if you're interested in that, we've got a video that we did on that, so you might want to check it out. One of the things though, when you go into the backcountry is the weight issue. You can't really carry a full-blown coffee press. I guess you could, but it's a lot of extra weight to be carrying around. So my wife and I, like I say, when we go, we're always looking for a nice cup of coffee. When you're getting up in the morning, it's nice and crisp, and you like that extra warm cup of coffee. The biggest issue is a lot of the instant coffees just don't taste like coffee. They have some kind of an odd taste. My wife absolutely will not drink any kind of the instant coffees. I've tried a few. They're okay. You can get them down. You can deal with the fact that, hey, you want to have your cup of coffee. But I found a great alternative, and that's the Treebo single serve pour over. So we had looked around and we found the Tribo coffee. There are other pour overs out there, to be honest. But I had heard a couple of good things about this, so I thought, hey, I'd try it. So we took it on a recent trip, and I'm always a little skeptical because of the weight and whatnot. But the way this is set up is really, really good. It comes in an individual package. The packages with the ground coffee and the filter only weigh half an ounce, which I believe is like 14 grams or something like that. It's very, very light. So you don't even notice that you've got it in your pack. It's my understanding that the exterior bags have a nitrogen sealing system, so it keeps the coffee fresh. When you pull out the filter, which already has the coffee in it, it's very, very simple. The way it's set up, it spans the actual cup that you're going to be putting it in. You just tear off the top of the filter, it exposes the coffee, you pull it across the cup, and it sits very nicely. I was concerned that it wouldn't be very stable, but in fact we found it to be very, very stable. It just sat there, didn't try and move, didn't try and fall into your cup or anything like that. So take your time when you're pouring in the hot water too. If you go too fast, you're just going to dump it all into the cup. So go slow, pour it over slowly. We did it in a couple of 2 or 3 takes, if you will, of just pouring a little bit of hot water over the top of it. And then you can kind of almost squeeze it out almost like you would a tea bag. Once you do that, put it back in the pouch and put the pouch back in, a trash bag of some sort, seal it up, and you're good to go. We didn't have any leaking. I thought we were going to get coffee grounds all over the place. Didn't have that issue. I was really happy about that, to be honest. So on the pro side of using this particular thing, it's a much better cup of coffee, in my opinion, based on, taste tests of doing instant coffee and doing this pour over. It's very lightweight, it's really super convenient, and it's super easy to use. I really liked it about this particular pour over coffee. On the downside, I would say the biggest issue when you're in the backcountry is you still got to pack it out, and it's going to be a little bit heavier when you're packing it out. So probably ultimately this is going to be maybe a 2-3 night backpacking trip. I don't know that I would take it on a long haul, just simply because after a while it would become just another cumbersome thing that you got to carry. And part of the joy of hiking long distances is the fact that your pack gets lighter because you're eating all the food. So the Tribo comes in 5 different types of flavors. It comes in 2 different blends and 3 different specific coffees. This was the Expedition blend. It's a medium roast. Every coffee maker has a way of aligning themselves medium or dark, so I went with the medium to see how much that was going to be. So if you like a little bit more robust coffee, probably get the dark blend. They have, this one's called the Expedition blend. They also have the Campfire blend, and then they've got 3 different coffees from different countries: Ethiopia, Guatemala, and Papua New Guinea. So if you're fans of those countries and of those particular styles of coffee, you're in luck. One of the other things, and one of the last things I wanted to make sure, is that they had some kind of a sustainability model that they're using, and that they're using a fair trade type of thing when they're getting their coffee. And apparently, according to their website, and according to the research I did, I couldn't find any thing that said that they were not. They in fact are, looking to be a sustainable and fair trade model, which I really appreciate it, and I hope they keep that up. I think it's really, really important. So one last thing I will say about this, as far as a downside, it is a little pricey per package. Currently is running anywhere between $1.80 to $1.90 US. You get them in a pack of 10. So it is a little pricey, to be perfectly honest, but if you're one of those people who's got to have real coffee and loves a good pour over, I think you should give it a try. That's the Tribo Coffee Pour Over. So my question for you guys today too is, if you drink coffee in the backcountry, what kind do you take? Have you found a pour over that you really, really like? Let us know in the comments. I'd love to hear, because I'd love to try it too. If you like this video, please give us a like. We appreciate that if you would. And also, if you're really interested in what other content that we do, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you don't miss a thing. And we post regularly, so we want you to be a part of the community. So that's going to do it for us today. This is Philip Long saying we'll see you outside.